Hello, Representative Cawthorn. My name is Sarah Kassem, and I am a constituent in North Carolina District 11. I live in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and I am also a Borgen Project supporter, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to reducing world poverty and world hunger. I'm making this video because I think it would be very, very important for you to co-sponsor and support the international affairs budget. You might be wondering how this could be important or how exactly this could benefit your constituents. Firstly, reducing world poverty would promote the U.S. economy for your constituents and other Americans. Think of it this way. If people obtain the tools they need to get back on their feet, they can afford more financially. This will then increase the likelihood of them purchasing U.S. goods and bringing it back into the economy. So another benefit would be that this budget would help reduce the violence and terrorism that the U.S. already has to combat abroad. One of the reasons terrorism exists abroad is because there are families that are very poor to the point where they don't have food or the resources that they need for their children and their family. And then you have a local terrorist organization that might come up to them and ask them, if they wanted to join, and they would offer them food and resources, and these families would find it too tempting to resist because they can't get these resources from anywhere else, so they'll accept it, and then that's how terrorist organizations grow. If people had what they needed financially, they would not resort to such drastic measures. If people had the money and the tools that they needed to get back on their feet and feed their families, whether it's education, whether it's a way, to have a job opportunity and start working, then they would not be resorting to these drastic measures at all. This is something that they are resorting to out of desperation because they have no other way to get food for their family. And also, the U.S. already spends around $612 billion on defense each year, which would be absolutely unnecessary if the U.S. Decided to help and aid to reduce world poverty by passing the international affairs budget. This would be giving those in need the opportunity to obtain the resources that they need to help them get back on their feet. So you see how while this is an issue that impacts people abroad and worldwidely, you can see how this would also benefit your constituents, and that it would make them safer because there would be less terrorism and violence abroad, and it would also enhance the U.S. economy.